Hi, this is Rachel at Tarot Dreams, and I believe that there are signs and synchronicities in our daily lives that are meant to provide us with a deeper understanding on our spiritual path and guide us in this experience. I'd like to share some of my insights and messages that I've received through intuition, dreams, foresight, and various channeled energies. Thank you so much for visiting my platform, and just know that I appreciate you all. Thank you. Hi, as we delve into this week's messages, I wanted to pull a couple of oracles which I will be explaining and providing the messages throughout this recording. The first one that I pulled coincides with the energy that some have been feeling. You may have been hearing people speak of this. It would be the energy of the Jezebel. The first oracle message that was provided to me was the charms of Ishtar out of the Mystic Sisters. And that one speaks of the destruction, the thirst for power, the seduction of power. So right now you have, especially globally, fighting to subvert our independence and our sovereignty to keep us in a fear state of warmongering. That is the energy that is going on right now, with a lot of distractions being provided, and it keeps everyone in a fear state as we sit on the precipice of what could be a huge change or disruption in our daily lives. So I wanted to immediately pull another oracle message, and it states, focus on the brilliance. Now this was out of the, from the guides of the hidden realm. And it says, focus your intention and prioritize on preserving. So there have been some, and this is keeping in line, that is talking about, focus your intention on preserving what is around you, and maybe saving a little bit, and going to the grocery store and stocking up a little bit more, or just you want to make sure that you are focused and your intention is on preserving what is around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be, going out and stockpiling 6 months of food or anything of that nature. It could just be, making sure that you have extra on hand. I think the national guidelines here in the United States is having 6 weeks on hand, but at least make sure, we've got inclement weather that may be coming in. So make sure that you have enough, to last anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. And make sure you also have enough water. Now, I'm going to explain with this, we also pulled from the ancestors that this is a cycle breaker. You're going to get through it. There's a cycle that's ending, and it is the cycle of the Jezebel. Okay, now I wanted to talk about this purge that we're in. During the week, last week actually, I had a dream, and I was in a cornfield, but it was very tall corn. It was like giant corn. And it turns out that is within the Hopi prophecy, and talking about, the first turn, the second, the third, and the fourth. And basically what it is, it's a preparation, and it's also a blessing. And what they would do is, with your firstborn, they would provide the corn grain or the cornmeal and the big, huge ear corn that was very difficult to carry, but they would put it with their newborns for about 20 days. So I kind of took that as a symbol to at least make sure that you're prepared for at least 20 days. That would be 3 weeks, okay? So at least 20 days to make sure you're prepared, and that you are preserving what is around you, to to provide you with what will be necessary during a 20-day stint of darkness, because this child was in darkness. They kept everything quiet, and that it's going to be a time of darkness. Now, in the Hopi prophecy and the Hopi traditions and with the Pueblo and all that, it was 20 days. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 20 days. I did not see in my dream 20 days of darkness. I want to reiterate that. I did not see 20 days of darkness, but what I did see and what I did hear was maze. And it was a huge maze. So I just believe that some are going to be put and misled and put in different directions. And we are going through a time of a purge. And with that purge, we are in a time of revelation, emotion, and creation. Now, some of us may find that we are mirroring other people or groups of people that are in the same vibration, and you are being shown this so you can see what it is that you need to work on within yourself. So we are in a time of basically transformation. It's utilizing alchemy. Okay, with the alchemy, you want to make sure that, I guess I want to say is it's a time to learn the power of transmutation, to take that energy that is behind the fear or the insecurity and the doubt, the anger, and transmute it into a creation. A lot of times you can take those emotions, and I've said this before, you can turn it into, beautiful art, poetry. You can write song lyrics, music. Music is really important within alchemy. It reminds me of a quote from, yes, I'm a big Harry Potter geek if you don't know that already, but by Dumbledore, who said, music, a magic beyond all we do here. And music is magic. It can take you from a very low point and take you to a very mellow point or a happy point. Music is one of the best tools, especially for those that are, empaths, Heoka empaths, light workers, earth angels, any type of sensitive, intuitive. Music is very, very transmutation. It's got a power within its own, very, very much. It also reminds me of the seraphim. There's music in the heavens. So I just want to say that, intense emotions may not always be your fault, but the way you express them and manifest them is a powerful energy, regardless of whether it's really bad and horrible and dark, or if it's magical. You create that energy. Okay, so I wanted to just to bring that about is, right now we're in a time, it's a purge, and you want to use this energy to work through what it is that you need to heal, because with the purge, it's also a time of healing. And it's to my understanding that those who stay in the fear will stay in the world of war and doubt and evil and malicious intent, the spirit of the Jezebel, where the other ones who embrace and go into the harmony of Gaia and creation, they will, without even realizing it, push forward into the new. And that's what I'm going to call it, is the new creation. They're going to be embracing the Aquarius energy. All right, so we're going to be going in a time of, innovation and harmony. You're going to be working on, things of, creating to lift people, to lift Gaia, cleaning the oceans, and just working within the parameters and the magic of Gaia. I could go on a lot there, but I've got a lot of things that I need to cover here. So I wanted to also say, before I flip over to a channeled message, that I want to say that this is from Abraham. If you're not familiar with Abraham, just look up Esther Hicks, and you will see who Abraham is. And this is a message from, let's see, you have, there's nothing more beneficial than for you just to spend the rest of your life having a really good time. That's from Abraham. And then Eckhart Tolle said the real spiritual awakening is when something emerges from within you that is deeper than who you thought you were. So the person is still there, but one could almost say that something more powerful shines through that person now. And that goes in line with the card, the message from Mother Mary. And Mother Mary is saying, divine experiences, do not be afraid of being powerful. You know, we are our own universe. We are co-creators of our universe. And with that being said, I'm going to go over and I am going to explain to you that I was contacted not while I was asleep, but in theta state by a blue angel, and it had done. The energy identified itself as a blue angel from the 7th dimension. I knew nothing about it. I will be honest. I had to do some background research on this. And what I came up with, or what resonated with me, because there was actually a lot of information out there, but this is what resonated with me and felt right. And that's the only parts that I'm going to share, is what felt right and what I was comfortable with. I got the background on the 7th dimension for those of you who are unfamiliar with it. The 6th dimension is comprised of parallel universes, and in the 7th dimension, it is the point of consciousness for all 6 dimensions. It is where an infinite number of universes can exist. Some would equate it to the many mansions in the house of the Father where Yeshua went to prepare a place. Some would say it is the space in between, and I've been saying that a lot lately, so I really vibed with that. Some would say it is the space in between what you call time. It is the last place where a body is in physicality and held as a physical body, because they're held in many of the parallel universes in the 6th dimension. It is the point, the origin, the place that peace surpasses all understanding. It is the perception, how can I say this? The dimensional beings move forward, back and forward through all time and space, existing in multiple places simultaneously. All right? The perception of the blue light being is what is perceived as the light of Christ consciousness for some. But the 7th dimension is a realm of love, peace, and protection. Some say that the throne of God resides in the 7th dimension. The 7th dimensional beings bring peace, harmony, and wisdom and spiritual connection. They provide guidance and support to individuals seeking truth, which I've been saying a lot lately, clarity and spiritual development on their path, on their life path. They are unified. They're a unified consciousness, meaning they are interconnected with all other beings and aspects of the universe. They can physically exist in multiple places simultaneously. Now, I asked where the blue angel being who contacted me resided once I found this out, and I was actually shown this morning the dog star, which would be Sirius if I'm not mistaken. The blue angel is now providing me with a channeled message, providing some answers and clarity that I'm seeking on my path. Now, what I want to say here is that I have been channeling other energies as well, from like the divine order of the white light, the archangels, and the angel mediums. which started trying to work with me after my last near-death experience. And as time permits, I will post those messages with you. But right now, I want to share this one with the Blue Angel. Now, I am not an experienced channeler, so it is hard for me to work within these frequencies, so I cannot hold them very long. So they have expressed to me that I should journal and maybe get a recorder to be able to record the messages as I'm channeling, as sometimes I challenge what I hear and it can break what is being said instead of flowing, so I need to work on that myself. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and provide you with the message that I got from the Blue Angel from the 7th dimension. Let us begin. We are pleased to be here with you at this moment. This is a time to spread messages of peace and love. The old paradigm is falling. You have heard of the light of the Creator versus the legions of the dark. This darkness is tangible and not to be mistaken for the darkness of the womb, the protector, the absorber of negative energy. This is a darkness that is opposite of the wholeness, the Creator. It is destruction versus creation. It is simply the opposite and can leave an emptiness, a void, so to speak. Many in humanity are residing in the energy of struggling to retain sovereignty and fighting against various types of enslavement of humanity. We are working in the in-between, creating bridges in many realms. We are here to help you leave the fear and embrace the energy of all that is, the creation energy, so to speak. It is imperative at this time, the purge, this point of consciousness, to leave the energy of fear behind. Move forward with creation energy. Fill the space around you. Those who dwell in fear of war and death will surely express that into their existence. It is time to move forward and let the old structures fall as you create the new. Move in harmony with the earth and all that reside. In innovation and express this love in your creation, and you will not fall into the purge. There will be beings that will be sent to assist you and introduce you to those who are already there on your beautiful planet. Move in peace, love, and gratitude, dear ones, and we thank you. Love to all. End. This was a message that popped up in my phone after this because I was having a hard time holding that frequency. And this was a message that was from somebody named Sarah Landon. I'm not sure she created it, but she signed on it. And it said, "You are the council here on earth, and you have drawn us to you so that you can remember the grander perspective of who you are and why you are here, and what you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience. Above all else, first and foremost, pivotal to your experience here, was your love being the love that you are bringing, the love that you are, seeing through the eyes of love that you are, embodying some of the greatest teachings to ever come forth to your planet. It's all through love." So thank you for that message, Blue Angel, and love to you all on that message. And the last oracle that I pulled was Hathor. And she is light activation. She is acceleration. She is brilliance. And she is telling us to stand in our light. I want to thank you for taking the time and being with me. I will bring more messages forth as I am encouraged to share them. I am working on my own reflections at this time, and I am working in a creative energy. So please feel free to drop over to my website, daughtersofmerlin.com, and you will find content on there as well as on my YouTube page at Tarot Dreams. Thank you so much. Love to you all, and I will see you soon. Thank you.